All right, let's jump right in. Today we're talking about something huge, a real strategic shift in how we're all going to be using AI at work. And no, I'm not talking about just another chatbot. We're looking at Google's massive ambition to bake Gemini into the very fabric of how you get stuff done every single day.
And this all boils down to one really critical question you have to ask yourself. Is this AI that's getting woven into all your tools just a helpful assistant, something you call on when you need a hand? Or is it becoming something else entirely, something that starts to dictate your workflow, that almost becomes your new boss? That's the real tension here, and that's what we're going to unpack. So let's break this down. The big idea we really need to get our heads around is this concept of the AI work layer. And look, this is way more than just sticking a chatbot in a side panel. We're talking about a fundamental change in how we even think about the software we use for work. Okay, so what is a work layer? Think of it like this. It's AI that isn't some separate app you have to go to. Instead, it's deeply, deeply embedded into the software you're already using every day. So it's not just helping you anymore, it's actively shaping how you draft emails, how you summarize meetings, how you analyze spreadsheets, and even how you make decisions. And it's all happening right inside your normal workflow.
And here's the difference in a nutshell, right? A chatbot in a side panel, that's useful, but it's separate. You have to go to it for help. But an integrated work layer, well, that's completely different. It comes to you. It's already there, inside your work, proactively suggesting things, summarizing for you, and pretty much shaping what you do as you do it. It's a total flip of the script.
And this right here, this is Google's secret weapon, their superpower. It isn't just about having a really powerful AI model. It's all about distribution. I mean, think about it. Google can push Gemini directly into Docs, Gmail, Sheets, Meet, all the tools that hundreds of millions of us practically live in every single day. They don't need to sell you on a brand new tool. Nope. They just have to flip a switch on a feature in the apps you're already using. Okay, so this presents a really tough spot for leaders, right? It's a genuine dilemma. For anyone in charge, this is not just some simple tech upgrade, it's a major strategic choice. And it's a trade-off between what's easy right now and what the potential long-term costs might be. I mean, on the one hand, the benefits are just so obvious and compelling. The cost to get started is super low. Sometimes it's literally free because it's just bundled in. You don't have this huge training headache because the AI lives in the tools your team already knows inside and out. You don't have to go out and buy a whole separate AI platform. It just feels so easy, almost too easy.
But you knew there was a but coming, right? This is where it gets tricky. We have to ask, what's the hidden price tag for that super easy, almost passive adoption? What are the real trade-offs you're making when you just flip the switch and go with the default AI?
And here it is, the big one. The core risk is hidden dependency. See, once your team's day-to-day habits and workflows are all built around this embedded AI, well, the cost of ever switching to something else just skyrockets. And I'm not just talking money here. We're talking about your data being locked in, having to completely re-engineer how your company works, and maybe even scarier, your team's own critical skills start to fade as everyone just lets the AI handle it. It's a really, really powerful form of lock-in. All right, let's switch gears for a second. Let's look at this from a totally different angle. What if you're a creator or a founder? How in the world are you supposed to compete when basic AI help is basically becoming free, and it's bundled into everything everyone already uses? This table breaks it down perfectly. So for the entrepreneurs out there, look, generic AI is becoming a commodity, right? So your opportunity is to go deep, go vertical, build something for a very specific workflow. Think like an AI that only does legal contract analysis, or one specifically for architects. Specialization is how you win against a generalist. Now, for the creators, if everyone's using the exact same creative assistant, what makes you different? It's you. Your human judgment, your taste, your unique voice. That stuff becomes more valuable than ever. So the big takeaway here is so simple, but it's incredibly important. Don't ever confuse convenience with differentiation. Seriously, use these tools to speed through the boring, routine parts of your job, for sure. But the core of your creative work, the stuff that makes you, you have to make sure that part stays firmly and unapologetically human.
Okay, let's put on our engineer hats for a minute. For all the technical folks out there, it's time to look under the hood. If you really want to understand what Gemini is turning into, you can't just play with the UI. You've got to look at the stack.
So here's a quick and dirty checklist for you. First up, identity and permissions. How exactly is this thing tied to your user accounts and all your company's data? That's absolutely critical for security. Second, APIs and extension points. Can you build on top of it?
Can you make a custom plugin that pulls your Salesforce data right into a Gemini-powered report in Sheets? And finally, number 3, platform integrations. How does it connect to the rest of the Google Cloud ecosystem? The answers to these questions tell you if you're looking at a cute set of features or a real-deal enterprise platform you can actually build on.
All right, let's pull the camera back now because honestly, this story isn't just about Google. What we're really watching here is a massive, massive battle playing out across the entire industry. This is the race for your workflow.
You see, the real competition here is between the giants. They're all trying to become that default, almost invisible AI layer that powers everything you do at work. You've got Google pushing Gemini through Workspace. You've got Microsoft embedding Copilot into, well, everything, Windows, Office 365. And then you have OpenAI who's coming at it from a different angle with its agents and its own platform. It's a three-way race. And this quote right here, it just nails the strategy perfectly. The real goal isn't just to give you another AI assistant. The goal is to become the connective tissue, the glue that holds together all the different products where you're already doing your work. And if they pull that off, Gemini stops being a product you actively choose and it just becomes the operating layer you use without even thinking about it.
But with all this amazing convenience, there are serious risks. Teams can end up adopting these tools just passively, without any real strategy. And that leads to weak governance, making decisions based on slick demos instead of real results, and just relying way too much on the default settings. But I think the biggest danger of all is this. We start mistaking the feeling of being fast for an actual improvement in the quality of our work. We're outsourcing our critical thinking, and that's a slippery slope. And so that leaves us with one final, really crucial question that I think we all need to take back to our own jobs. As these AI tools get woven deeper and deeper into everything we do, are they actually making our work better, more thoughtful, or are they just putting a shiny coat of paint on things, a veneer of productivity that's actually masking a drop in real quality? That's the question we all need to be asking. Thanks for tuning in.